Hello, this is Mellow Math Teacher, here to provide a tutorial on how to complete a 16-star speedrun in Super Mario 64. This is a tutorial that is intended to be for people who have absolutely never speedrun Super Mario 64 before. I'll only be teaching mandatory and rather essential tricks, and showing off the route and kind of explaining in detail how the run works and what you should do in the run if you're an absolute complete total beginner. The absolute first thing you should do is make sure that your A file is cleared. This isn't mandatory, but it is extremely helpful because when you start the game, you're going to start by hitting the reset button and then clicking an empty file as fast as possible. And when you start the game, your cursor will be on Mario A. So if you don't want to waste a second or two moving to another empty file, you should empty file A. In order to start the speedrun, you have to press the reset button and start your timer the instant you press the reset button on your N64. So we are going to start the run. I'm not even going to time myself because I know it's going to be really slow compared to what I normally do. So I'm not even going to focus on time. I'm just going to focus on showing you the route and explaining the route, pretty much. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. In order to start the run, you see the title screen, mash the start button to mash through the press start screen and to select the empty file.
Dear Mario,
this is the opening cutscene. There is nothing you can do to speed it up. The Japanese version of the game lacks the voice acting that is in the English version, and thus is a few seconds faster here in this intro. Here we just watch it and contemplate our life decisions as we start to speedrun. There will be a couple of text boxes to mash through, and then you will start controlling Mario. The control stick moves, A jumps, B punches, but if you're moving at high speed, B dives, and you can press B again to roll out. Diving is among the fastest ways to move around. You can also press Z and then quickly press A to do a long jump, which is oh god. Well, here's how you swim. You press A to swim while in the water. Press A in a rhythm to maximize speed. The fastest way to accelerate while running, particularly from a standstill, is using the long jump. So you'll see the long jump used a lot, followed by dive rollouts. When you touch this bridge, Lakitu will appear, and he'll give you some text to mash through. There is a way that you can clip the far left side of the bridge to make him not appear. We call that Lakitu skip, but it's difficult to do. I don't do it in my runs. The first place you should go is the star door on the left, and enter this place called Bob-omb Battlefield. There's only one star in Bob-omb Battlefield that we're going to do. Mash through this text, long jump, jump and dive for speed. And the star that we want is this one that's behind that cage back there that Chain Chomp is guarding. Jump up and ground pound this post 3 times. Chain Chomp will hop around a little bit because he's now free. We'll break the cage and you're free to grab this star. This is the only star in Bob-omb Battlefield that we are going to pick up. All the rest of the stars are way too slow to obtain. Now that we have one star, we have access to 2 other places. One of them is the Princess's Secret Slide. The other is our next destination, Womps Fortress. So we use long jumps and dive rollouts to move quickly across the castle. Then we enter Womps Fortress. Unlike Bob-omb Battlefield, Womps Fortress has plenty of very fast stars for us to try. First thing I want to turn your attention to is this guy down here. Well, actually, he's not here. Never mind. So let me show you something. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to do a trick that's called Cannonless. So watch this carefully. I'm going to go right here, and you should be rather close to that wooden plank, but not too close. Climb up from that ledge, hold Z to crouch, and then press A to backflip. Then press the B button to punch once. Use C left to turn the camera a couple times, and very slowly walk straight down. You should be hanging on this ledge now. Hit the camera right and then left again to reset the camera and make sure this setup works. Hold up, and then hold straight down, and then you should grab a star that's clipping out of that edge right there. This is a trick that's called Cannonless. The star name is Blast Away the Wall, which you do using a cannon, but the cannon is not a... this is a way to grab the star without the cannon. Let me show you the intended method. Oh my god, Bob-omb's still not here. Alright, never mind, I'll show you a different star. You see that star right up there? That star is called Shoot into the Wild Blue. The intention is for you to talk to a pink Bob-omb buddy who would be standing right next to this cannon here. Hop in this cannon, and then shoot your way over to that pole that's next to the star. The process to talk to the Bob-omb buddy and open the cannon is much slower compared to this technique. You can side flip by running, holding opposite direction, and then while Mario is turning around, press A to do a high side flip. You can high side flip, then press A against the wall to do a wall kick. This lets you reach high places such as this platform, which will let you easily grab this star. Now that we have 3 stars, we have access to a couple other courses as well, but we won't go there yet. There's plenty of quick stars here in Womps Fortress. Next, we're going to do a star called Chip Off Womps Block. We'll go up the tree and head up this way. Now, the intended route is to circle your way all the way around the fortress, and then go up that elevator. Kind of hard to see here. You see that green and yellow thing that's moving up right now? If you rotate your way around the fortress and then ride that thing up, you can go all the way to the top of the course. But a quicker way is to go right here. Another technique you should know, the triple jump. If you're moving forward at high speed, you can jump 1, 2, 3, and jump up really high with the third jump. So if you set yourself up properly, you can triple jump off the wall, 1, 2, 3, and then wall kick off there, and then you can land on a platform that's actually sitting right up there. So let me try that again. Yep, I failed the wall jump that time. Press A the moment you hit a wall to jump off of it. We call it a wall kick, or a wall jump. Also, if you execute the third jump while on these stairs, you won't actually jump up, because you'll hit the next stair as you go up. There we go. Now, once you're on this platform, long jump across, and we've done a shortcut to get to King Womp. All you have to do is jump through him. He won't squish you while you're in midair for some reason. Then press Z while in midair to ground pound on him to damage him. Do that 3 times and he's dead. A great strategy is to set yourself up to be as close to the star as possible. In fact, if your positioning is exactly right, the star will spawn exactly where you are floating in the air. The next star we're going to get is called To the Top of the Fortress. Once again, we are going to get to the very top of the course, in exactly the same manner we did last time. Oh jeez, I screwed up. There's a practical application of the side flip. Notice that this course is lagging a lot more because of the presence of that tower that wasn't there before. You'll have to be careful of timing your jumps with the lag now present. Now, you could circle your way around these moving platforms like this, but a faster method would be to side flip here and wall kick to get onto this platform. Side flip up here on the way up and grab that star. One more star we need to obtain here in Womps Fortress. This one is called Fall onto the Caged Island. It's star number 5. When you select star number 3 or a star further along the list, climbing to the top of this tree will allow an owl to appear. The owl will say a few lines of dialogue. Then, you can go underneath the owl and press and hold A. While you are holding A, you can control the owl by tilting left and right. Position yourself over the star, let go of A. Then if you don't land directly on the star, press A to jump at it, and we've got all the stars we need for Womps Fortress. Our next destination is Cool Mountain. Long jump, do a couple dives to get to Cool Mountain, which is this 3-star door right here. There are 2 quick stars that we can do here. Ow. That wasn't helpful. Right. The first star we're going to obtain is a star that's called Wall Kicks Will Work. Let me show you a more beginner-friendly strat, and then I will show you the more optimized speedrun strat. If you go down here, you'll find this enemy called a spin drift. Jump on it, and you'll start spinning as you float down. As you float down, make your way over here, and go underneath this section to reach this area right here. Without doing a single wall kick, you can make your way across this bridge and grab this star.
Here we go!
That's a slower, more beginner-friendly way to do this star, but there is a faster way that's worth learning, and I'll show it to you here.
Go.
Jump right off this ledge, go past that ledge, and then hold back, pressing B to... Oops, I missed it. I just barely missed the ledge. Yeah, definitely riskier, but way, way faster.
Go.
Alright, let's try it again. Jump off this ledge, past that snowy ledge, and then hold back over to the right. Press B to jump kick in mid-air to give yourself a bit more time to land, and then use wall kicks to get up here. Wall kick, and then side flip wall kick up here, grab this ledge, and then you can make your way toward that star. A fancier way to land on that platform is hop, 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 hop. Oops, didn't do it right. If you're low on health, due to fall damage, this part right here is a safety measure. But then we've got side flip, kick, kick, kick.
Here we go!
The other star that we need to pick up is a star that is called Lil Penguin Lost.
Go.
Normally, you're expected to take this penguin that's way up here and carry it all the way down the mountain by sliding. There's a much faster way. Jump on this ledge. That's not supposed to happen. There we go. And then make your way over to this section here. Slide down this part right here, and you'll be thrown straight across the gap, and it will take you straight to the mother penguin. Grab the star, we now have a total of 8 stars. All you need are 8 stars in order to enter the first Bowser level called Bowser in the Dark World. Side flip up here, and side flip up here. And use your 8 stars to enter this door. Unlike all the previous courses we've seen so far, this one is just a straight linear obstacle course to the end of the level. There are red coins on this route that will grant you another star if you collect all 8 of them, but they are not necessary. They're kind of tricky to get in a route for absolute beginners. You can triple jump and then wall kick off that wall to move up quickly. And use a series of long jumps to move quickly up here. If you're not doing the red coins, a faster way would be to long jump over here, and then long jump, long jump over here, then do a couple jumps. If you press that button, that ramp will flatten and turn into a series of stairs. But you can triple jump your way out steep slopes, like so. Make sure your first jump and your second jump are on flat ground. Your third jump can go up even on very sharply sloped ground like that. Now we have to face Bowser. Sometimes he will get angry like that, but not always. It's actually pretty rare. Run behind him and grab his tail. Rotate the control stick to spin him, and press B to let him go. However, throwing him off the ledge like that won't do any damage. Jump when he lands in case that happens. Run around and grab his tail again. You can rotate him slower or release him early like that to make it easier to aim. Approach him, and he will give some text, and he will provide a Bowser-shaped key. This is the key that you need in order to access the basement. The basement is home to plenty of very fast stars, so it's generally a good idea to get this key as soon as possible, which in our case is as soon as we get 8 stars. To access the basement, jump down here and enter this wooden door. Then, head off this ledge to the right and enter these double doors at the keyhole. Long jump across here, and make your way into the basement hallways. Our next destination is this scary, fiery-looking portrait, taking us to a place called Waffle Land. There are a few stars that we can get here. There's a text box here you should mash through. Turn around and long jump over here, and long jump over here. Then long jump over here, and we are going to get all 8 of these red coins that are on this sliding puzzle in front of us. Going to long jump to get these, turn, and use dive rollouts to speed things up a little bit, although the opening can trip you up if you're not careful, so be wary of where that is.
Here we go!
Another star that you can get here is this next star that's called Boil the Big Bully. If you look over here to the left, you can see a route heading over to the left. We already know how to get there from the previous star. And then some more platforms heading over to the right, where we can see, well, we can't see it right now. But we don't have to take that normal route. We can just long jump across here, burn ourselves to sacrifice a little damage, long jump here, then long jump here, then long jump here. This creature is called a bully. You can use punches, kick, you can use, oh my god, stop doing that. Oh my god, I suck. Apparently teaching is difficult to do while doing it at the same time. Let's try that again. Long jump, burn yourself. Long jump, long jump, long jump, burn yourself again. You can use punches, kicks, or ground pounds to push that guy back, and then grab that star up there using the platforms that appear here. They will fall away as you step on them, so be very careful not to be tripped up by that. Do not, under any circumstances, grab a ledge among those falling platforms. It will take too long to get up and you will burn yourself. Let's head over here to Shifting Sandland. And we can get a star that's called Shining Atop the Pyramid. You're intended to circle all the way around, heading over to the right, across a quicksand maze, over to the left side of the map, but we can get there quickly by doing a well-timed triple jump and dive. 1, 2, 3, and then jump dive over here, and now we're by the entrance to the pyramid. Triple jump up the slope like we did in Bowser in the Dark World, pick up this star called Shining Atop the Pyramid. The third place that we can look for stars is of course called Hazy Maze Cave, which is behind this star door over here. There are 3 different stars that we can get quickly here. The first one is called Swimming Beast in the Cavern. Long jump, couple dive rollouts, and then long jump over here. Normally to get this star, you would head straight across that pit over there, and then head down an elevator, and then pound on a beast's back to get onto a platform, but there's a much faster route here. Step on this platform, go down here, and then push against the wall toward the right side of the elevator, and you'll be clipped straight through there. Normally, you use a different elevator to get down here. Ground pound on the back of this dinosaur. And then get on its head. And the direction Mario faces is a direction that this monster will travel to. You can point him to this platform, but we can of course circumnavigate that issue by using that glitch I just showed you. Once you obtain exactly 12 stars, there's a toad in the background that appears. He will give you a free star. We call him Basement Toad. Press B to talk to him, and after you master all the text, he will give you a free star. Something I should mention, if you click the Z button to ground pound just as you're collecting a star, you will grab the star much more quickly rather than continue to float up and then come back down. So ground pounding on stars like that is an optimal thing to do. 2 more stars we need to get. One of them is called Amazing Emergency Exit. This is normally a very time-consuming star to grab. You would need to head across there. Actually, no. You would head over to this door over here, down an elevator, and then proceed through a complicated toxic maze that takes time to go through. But there's a much quicker route to get there. Kill this thing so it doesn't get in the way, and then with the little space that you have... Oh jeez. Oh, I screwed up. That was painful.
Mamma mia!
Alright, I'll just try to do it fast like I normally do it. When you practice something a whole bunch, you're much better at doing it that way rather than just trying to slowly explain it as you do it. Kill this spider, then side flip wall kick off that wall to reach this platform that's up here. This red wiring up here is something that Mario can climb across like monkey bars. But of course, it is very slow. Although that's the intended way to reach that platform over there with the star, you can simply long jump over there. You might grab the ledge along the way.
Here we go!
There's one more star that we can get. And this star is called Watch for Rolling Rocks. So again, we will head over to the left to start. And then we will long jump our way to this platform here to the left, and then long jump over here. Watch out for the rolling rocks as you make your way through here. And do a couple wall kicks, to reach a star that's on this platform right here. So, almost all of these stars are the perfectly optimal stars to get. As you become more advanced in your speedrunning, you may elect to grab the red coin star in Bowser in the Dark World and replace one of the stars that I've just shown you. I incorporate the red coins in Bowser in the Dark World in my run and replace the Swimming Beast in the Cavern star in Hazy Maze Cave. Once you get 15 stars, a yellow rabbit will appear here in the castle. There he is. His name is Mips. He runs around all over the basement trying to get away from you. What you need to do is to approach him from this side, and then approach him from the left, and force him to go in this direction. If you have a hard time, he is very difficult to catch if you don't have an excellent foundation on your movement. But a good trick to catch him easily if you're not totally comfortable with Mario 64's controls yet is to corner him over here, then side flip and dive into this area, and then he'll jump right into you. Just to the right of that flame. Mash through the text, and a star will appear. Do not grab this star. If you grab the star but then screw up the following trick, Mips will not appear again until you have 50 stars, which basically invalidates the run. Pick him up again, and take him to this door. We are going to use Mips to do a trick that's called the Mips clip, and this is what makes the 16-star run possible. You need to move Mips while carrying him into this corner of the door. Press B to set him down, and you will be stuck inside the door. Press Z to crouch, and then use a control stick to crawl and face back the other way. Press the B button to try to grab him again. But if you punch a wall, you'll be forced through the door, you'll have to try it again. Here we are clipped in the door again. Crawl to turn back toward him. Grab him. But sometimes you'll be out of his reach if you didn't do it quite right. Hold Z and press A to backflip to get out of the door in this way. Let's try it again. Flip through here again. This time we have him. Press the A button to jump and hold down on the control stick to move backwards toward the door while holding Mips. Jump while holding Mips to move faster. We're going to do a similar process on this door, which normally requires 30 stars to enter. However, if we move to this corner of the door and press B, we'll clip straight through the door. You may activate this message that tells you it takes 30 stars to pass through the door, but we're already through it, so it doesn't matter. Enter this rippling water to enter this course called Dire Docks. We are going to get 1 star here called Board Bowser's Sub. We're about 2/3 of the way through the run at this point, so this is a time to just relax and contemplate your life choices as you swim through this area. Bowser's Sub is going to eventually appear, and it causes loads and loads of lag when you get close enough, like this. It's very slow and very laggy right now. But if you hold C left as you go, you'll reduce the lag by keeping the sub out of sight until the last possible second. Now, let me show you the intended way of getting on the sub. If you go back over here, and click on this switch, you will cause these blocks to appear, and then you can jump on them to get onto the sub where the star is. However, there's a much faster way to get there. Coming from here, we can swim our way up to this back fin of the sub. Approach it from the side so that you don't risk overshooting it. Then, while facing the front of the sub, jump, double jump off the steep slope, and get on here without having to go around the sub to touch the button. This is our 16th and final star. Collecting this specific star will move the rippling water back and open this passage, which will take us to a second Bowser level called Bowser in the Fire Sea. long jump across here, long jump to get here. Normally, that platform moves along here, but we can skip that and just long jump across these platforms. Be careful of these blue platforms that rise and sink into the lava. You can burn yourself to reach this platform faster while having gone through the heart to restore your health along the way. You can ride an elevator to get up there, but a faster way would be a series of wall hits. Of course, a more optimal way to do it, a more optimal way would be to end up facing the left side instead of the right side, like this. That way you can carry your momentum straight over here, doing a couple of long jumps or dive rollouts. This is the section that rises and falls periodically. If you find yourself here when it's low and unable to proceed, prepare a side flip, like so, to get up here as quick as possible. Then, you'll long jump across here, trying carefully to avoid getting burned. And then you'll run through this heart and long jump over here to skip the poles. This is much faster, and by passing through the heart first, you'll restore some health along the way. That way, you won't be at minimal health for this Bowser fight. Mash through this text as usual. Unlike the first fight, Bowser is much quicker to turn, and it's a lot harder to grab the tail by circling around him, unless you're very close. But a good way to grab his tail right away is to do this. He's going to start by jumping. Make sure you're facing him when it happens, to slide on your butt. Jump to stop, and as the platform levels out, get behind his tail, and then grab him. A couple spins, and then throw him onto the ball. Very quick and easy, although it takes a little practice to get good at it. Approach him slowly to make his text appear, and then grab the second Bowser key.
Here we go!
Now you'll notice that if we try to head back using the normal route, we're barred from entering because it takes 30 stars to open the door, and we don't have nips to help us clip through it again. But there is a way around it. Re-enter this course, and then press the pause button. Press start, move down to exit course, and then move back here. You can exit any course in this manner as long as you are stationary. Walk through this double doors of the keyhole to access the second floor of the castle. If you jump in this little ridge right here, you'll clip through there and save a couple seconds running around the spiral staircase. Our next destination is through this door right here, but it takes 50 stars to open it. However, there is another required glitch that we can use in order to get there. This is called the backwards long jump, which is referred to as BLJ for short. It's kind of tricky to set these up properly with the normal camera. If we zoom out and we try the backwards long jumps, the camera kind of misbehaves a little bit, so I recommend pressing the R button to go in Mario camera, then C down to back up a bit, to keep the camera in the same position relative to Mario while you are trying this trick. So, here, what you want to do is face down, long jump downward, and then hold up while holding Z and mashing A, and you'll do something like that. So while you're holding backwards while mashing A up the stairs, you will generate lots and lots of backwards momentum. Keep mashing A while holding Z and up through there. It takes practice. And you'll clip through the door if you do it right. Move up here. This is a star door that says that we need 70 stars to reach the end of the game. Luckily, we don't need 70 stars to end the door. And we don't need 70 stars to enter the door. But if you try to run up here, this way, you'll find that the stairs are endless. What's happening is that there is an invisible barrier that when you run up up into it, it will transport you back a relatively short distance. However, if we generate enough backwards momentum, we can clip through this invisible barrier as well. So, you'll find that if we go back, we find that we haven't traveled very far at all, because of the barrier moving us backwards. So let's go here again, and then we will start the same backwards long jump process. Hold down, long jump, hold Z and A, hold Z and back of the control stick, and mash the heck out of the A button. And if you do it right, you will end up on top of the stairs. You'll enter this section for this final Bowser level called Bowser in the Sky. This is the most difficult of the three, technically, as far as technical skills are concerned, when it comes to just going through it. You'll have to use all your skills in order to get there quickly and efficiently. I'll show you a relatively simple, beginner-friendly route. You can use a side flip to get up here, and just like before, this button will cause that ramp to create stairs. But we can jump, double jump, triple jump, and then as we get to the top, jump, dive to go the rest of the way. You can also long jump over here to skip that long, steep green section. And then you'll land on this platform right here. Now, experienced speedrunners can jump across these wooden platforms without the aid of the platform. I wouldn't do that without practicing a ton first. However, what you can do is jump, double jump, triple jump, and then dive to reach that pole. If you don't quite reach the pole and end up down where I am, then very slowly move downward, being careful not to slide off the left or right side. Backflip to reach that pole. Then jump off of it, dive off for maximum speed, then make your way to this pair of Ferris wheels. A slight shortcut is to jump on this one, and then to, oh geez, long jump across that way if you don't screw up. Doggone it. Yeah, the second Ferris wheel has a bit of a glitchy hitbox. One of the four Ferris wheel platforms has a protruding hitbox with the rotating thing, so it kind of acts a little weird. So you have to be very careful about that. It is a bit of a risk. Oh jeez. If you fall down here, this is the way back. Again, you can side flip to make your way up here. Oops. Side flip up here. Land on a platform. Side flip to go back up here. Alternatively, you can position yourself to backflip like so. However, you'll find that you're much slower to start up to re-accelerate, so a side flip in this section would be ideal. Like this. That way you can carry our momentum heading over here. And I should probably show off a better... Oops. We'll wait for that to go away. The best way to approach these stairs is like this. Jump, double, triple, and then jump dive. Make your way up here. Once again, we skip that rest of that green section by going over here. A series of jump kicks will let you go across that platform, but it's difficult to know the difference between a jump when you'll do a jump kick and when you'll do a dive. It takes a lot of experience to get that figured out. This is the intended route. There's a pole over here that you can take as well. If you take this route, long jump around that pole in the middle to avoid grabbing onto it. Grab this platform, then head on this Ferris wheel. Long jump across, this time without the glitchy hitbox. If you struggle a lot this upcoming final boss fight, there's a hidden 1-up behind this behind that pillar, so you get essentially infinite tries at the final boss if you find yourself running out of lives. This is the final boss of the game. This guy is quicker to turn than the first guy, but he's slower to turn than in the second Bowser fight. So you should still be able to grab his tail relatively easily if you stay pretty close to him. He has an attack where he breathes fire into the air and it rains down. You don't have much time to attack since one of the blue flames that hops around will home in on you. You can grab him while he's floating, while he's coming back from the bomb to ensure that he doesn't get to do anything else. Throw him onto a second bomb. And you can even side flip and then dive to be able to grab him before he even stands back up again. After hitting him with the bomb twice, the sides of the arena will fall away, creating an arena in the form of a star with the bombs at the farthest points away from the stars. And there are only 3 out of 5 available to choose from, and it has to take a very long and precise shot to get there. This is a place where a lot of people choke at the very end of a run, so it can get quite stressful. See, I hit it too early. When he jumps back, a couple shockwaves will appear, so make sure you jump over them. And if he's right by the edge, it's very difficult to grab his tail, so just lure him away from it in that case. The blue flames, as they fall, will always have one of them heading precisely in your direction. Bowser can also charge directly toward you, so it's a viable strategy to coax Bowser toward an edge like this to make an easier shot to line up. Of course, it's not particularly fast, so only beginners should do this strat. And I fired it too late. Lure him a little bit away from the edge so you don't end up falling off. The more hits you've done on Bowser, the slower Bowser is to turn as you rotate toward his tail. He's very slow when you've got 2 bombs done. Hit him with the 3rd bomb. Then talk to him. He will turn into a giant star. The instant you touch this giant star is the instant your timer stops. Boom. We have now completed the game in approximately 40 minutes by collecting only 16 stars. The only 2 tricks that are absolutely mandatory in this run are the MIPS clip, where you take the bunny to clip through a couple doors, and the backwards long jump. Everything else is just getting good at controlling Mario and learning how to do the stars quickly and optimally. This is a surprisingly easy speedrun to learn, especially if you've played a lot of Super Mario 64 before as a kid. But even if you're totally new to Super Mario 64, as long as you can get a good handle on Mario's movement and mechanics, and can figure out how to do the 2 required glitches without too much trouble, you can learn to speedrun this game as well. My very first speedrun of this game, after watching some people do it on the internet for a while, turned out to be only 31 minutes long. And I managed to do this just with only with the experience I had as a child and practicing the BLJ and the MIPS clip a little bit before trying it in a run. And I did it in 31 minutes. Your first run will probably not be nearly that quick if you aren't experienced with Super Mario 64 from playing as a child. Because I already had a very good grasp on Mario's movement, and I already knew the stars very well by that point.
Thank you, Mario.
It may take you well over an hour to do this on your first run, especially if you struggle with movement or with the glitches. But you'll get it with time, and you'll get faster and faster.
Listen, everybody.
There is a very good reason why this is the most popular speedrunning game in the world. It's incredibly precise, but it's also very fun to move Mario around so quickly, and the physics in this game just make it so satisfying to play through and to optimize. These are the end credits with incredibly good credits music. It's very satisfying to sit here and watch the credits and listen to this amazing music after executing a great run. So please just enjoy these kinds of moments whenever you can. I'll let the rest of this play out. Thank you guys very much for joining me in learning how to speedrun Super Mario 64, the 16-star route. Hope to see you try speedrunning later yourself. Do your reading, do your homework, ask your instructor questions, and go to office hours. See you guys next time.
Thank you so much for playing my game.